we turned our lace closure wig into a U-part unit. Welcome back to my channel. I am Jonae Raenetta. If you're new here, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe. Do you see this? Like, thumbs up if you believe what I believe. Did I make you a believer? Looking at this, does this look like my hair or what? And girl, it's nothing but an old wig transformed into this, and it's so cute. So if you're interested in seeing this tutorial and how I turn my lace closure wig, this is the old lace closure brush, how I turn my lace closure wig into this flawless little install, be sure to stay tuned. We're gonna start off this video with our hair looking like this. Okay, so we're moving forward. I'm gonna be doing a middle part, so I'm parting my hair in the middle and I'm just preparing my hair for the braid pattern, and whatever hair that I plan on leaving out, that's what I'm about to mark out and trace. So when I part my hair, I'm gonna be parting it where the closure will be placed at, but I'm not going to be putting the closure on. We're going to be leaving hair out. Okay, so this is, it's a good size amount of hair. You don't have to leave this much hair out. I realized that I didn't need to leave this much hair out eventually, but you'll see later in other clips that how I changed that up and got it to work for me. But it honestly depends on your head. So I'm going to be parting my hair to leave some hair out on the side. Once I got the hair all traced out, all of this hair right here is going to be braided. Just braid it. Don't matter what it look like, just braid it. You had a lace closure before, well, lace closure wig before, then you know, like, it doesn't cover the side of your head like a frontal would. So leaving some hair out will help, like, mask and camouflage it and make it look more natural. So that's what I'm doing. This is the first time I've worn like a 3/4 wig in years, so it turned out pretty cute. So I flattened my hair after I got dressed and stuff. I realized I didn't like that big chunky braid right there, so I'm just gonna split that braid into 2 braids and just make it, like, bring it back a little bit more and just make it 2 braids. That's what I'm doing right here. So I'm gonna pass forward and then we're gonna really get into the tutorial. So you notice in the beginning clips, my leave out was like a little bit more when I was parting it. So I realized I didn't want to flat iron all that hair because I'm not really with the heat. So I put 2 braids right there just so that I can bring my wig up higher and I won't have to leave more hair out than I need to. And I'll explain more in the tutorial. So this is my trusty dusty wig. Sis is ready for me to install and slay, and you can see on the inside I added my wig combs. I'm about to show you in a second. Give me a second. I'll keep combing this damn hair. Here are my wig clips. Boom, I put 4 of them in there, and my wig is old, so don't mind no holes. This is what you do when you ball on a budget. Okay guys, so this is my braid pattern for my hair. I basically just traced out where the closure would be on my head, and I put 2 small braids right here. I had them connected at first because I just felt like, well, I was testing it out but I didn't like the way it was working for me. Like, the wig was way too tight. But if I don't like it, then I'm gonna just put them back together again and do that. And then in the back, it's just some regular braids. We just did some regular old braids back here. So that's that. So 2 little braids right here. My hair is left out. So it's almost like the braid down of a traditional sew-in, but this is your sew-in, sis. So I removed the closure. Here's the closure here. So I took this closure off because I wanted a new look. And this was a wig that I had for like a few years now. And I just keep altering it and doing whatever. Shop Think Pretty, you know. But yeah, so I removed the closure. This is where the closure would be at. And I added these wig clips. So I have these two to secure in the front and these two secure in the back. And then because this is an elastic band, you won't need anything back there to hold it down. It will automatically like grip around your head because it's a wig. Like it's your same wig, you just took your closure off. So I'm gonna show you how I put it on my head. Now you're gonna wanna, oh my bad bitch, my bad. So you're gonna wanna put this comb, you wanna take the comb and make sure these hairs are out of the way, and you wanna put this comb right here. That's where it should be when you go to insert it. So you insert it and you insert it like this. So point it at your part and push it down. Like that. If you feel like it's too close, you can bring it back a little bit. It'll also help your style look a little more natural. But note that when you push this down right here, and you do it on the opposite side, make sure your braids, these two braids are underneath your wig cap, because you don't want them to be hanging out and you look crazy as hell. So I just put my braids underneath this cap and I'm bringing it around. That's all I did. And I'm going to do the same thing I did on this side over here on this side. Excuse my nails, okay? It don't matter. We're here for the hair. So we're going to take this, put it right here. This is where we want it to be. This is where we want it to be, right here in this braid. We're not putting it in our hair, our leave out. We're not putting it down here. We got to cover this braid. So we're taking the comb, putting it in there just like that. So boom, we got those two right there, right? So now we have to secure the back combs. These two combs right here. You see them? These combs? Okay. So because our back braids start far back here, I like to do that because it helps it to lay flatter. You ever see a sew-in and it's like bumpy? That's because, you know, you got to cover the tracks. So I feel like this just makes it easier. And if you have enough hair, you just slide that shit back in. Ooh, let me stop cussing. So you just slide those in there. So you take them, and just like we did the other ones, flip them out, point it at your part, and slide it in there. Right? There's no lumps, there's no bumps, right? So underneath here, you can see your braids. Under here too. You just take and you tuck your braids underneath that wig. That's it. This is your sew-in, girl. You just removed a lace closure from your wig and you made a sew-in, a Upart wig. No sewing, nothing. So I'm gonna show you the back of this so we can move on to this part. It's flat, it's down. Make sure you can see it. This is all covered back here. There's no braids out. You may have some hair out back here, but girl, that does not matter. Actually, I would recommend that you don't braid this hair because you could break it off real easy. It's like edges. So you got this on. Depending on how long you plan on keeping this style, I take mine off every single night and I just do the same process over and over. And it works like a charm, bitch. People think I got my natural hair out. They don't even know it's a wig. Like, people be like, that's a wig? Yes, it's a wig. So now we're gonna move on to our natural hair. Well, our leave out. Don't matter if you're natural, relaxed, perm, straight, kinky, don't matter. So I originally recorded this video like the other day, and I did like my baby hairs and all this stuff, but I did not take any pictures after I did it. So I decided to do this video because it's like more in depth. I'm just combing my hair out, y'all. It's nothing special happening right now, but yeah, this is like more in depth, and I feel like you get a better angle of everything. So you can see off rip already, it looks like who? It looks like our hair, right? So I'm just gonna comb it through with a fine tooth comb. Yeah, so we combed it through. We are going to take some edge control. So I do my edges just like I do my frontals. This is the Edge Booster Style Factor. Yeah, you know the vibes. I do and I don't like this at the same time. The only reason why I don't like this is because it turns white. Now, if it didn't turn white, this is literally the best edge control ever. I've tried to sell like an edge control, but I just couldn't get with it because it wasn't laying my hair down right. And I feel like if it's not laying my hair down right, I'm not gonna sell it to nobody, and it don't lay their hair down right. So we're just gonna take a little bit of this, and you can lay your edges whichever way you want to. I'm just gonna show you how I do mine, and I'm gonna fast forward because the only thing I really don't be liking about leave out is that you have to put heat on your hair. I haven't put heat on my hair in a couple years. Like, I flat ironed my hair like last year and like once this year to like trim my ends, but other than that I do not do this. So this is really like a new thing for me. Back in the day I used to, but not so much now. Don't worry about like this hair being like super duper laid, because when we put on this scarf, it's gonna lay it down for you, and it also reduces the amount of heat that you have to put on your head, which is always a good thing to me, because who wants to put heat on their natural hair? I have been seeing so many people put like relaxers in their natural hair, like they just say F it and they just they just go from natural to relax, and I just cannot handle that. Cause I've been through that process. I've done the like texturizer process, and no. Look at that. That edge booster is serious. But the sad part is it turns white. Like, that just makes me so mad. It took me a really long time to learn how to do this. But really, it's like your head shape, I think. Like, how you want it to look on your head. Like, doing baby hairs, you don't want to do too much. You don't want to do too little. But I got a big head, so I do a lot. Because we're not about to sit here and play. Y'all, my niece be watching these videos. So I try and keep them kid friendly. I be wanting to cuss sometimes. I'm just vulgar and blunt, but you can't always do that, because there are kids on these channels that watch. They're like the biggest users of this, the kids. You can't point me to nobody who don't, when their kids start getting on their nerve, they be like, here, take your tablet. Take the tablet. And what do the kids do? Get on YouTube. I need a new brush. What did I do with this side? I don't like that, but we're just gonna. Ooh, there we go. Ooh. Then I. Ooh. Damn, this one curled. Okay. So we are laid down. Alright, so we are laid down, we are flat, we are sleek, and before we turn white, we are going to tie our edges up. So take a regular scarf. I tuck their hair behind my ears. I'm gonna use a clip to like hold this back. Okay. Now we're gonna take in, I always lay the edges and then come back and lay the perimeter of my hair. So I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So I take this and I lay it right here. And you see I just laid it on my edges. I got a big head, y'all, so keep that in mind. I lay my edges, I tie it like that, like I crisscross it in the back, come up, and then lay the rest of my hair. And this will help so that you don't have to keep putting heat on your edges and X, Y, and Z, you know. So I'm gonna leave this here. Take my clip out. And I'll come back at the end and we'll finish. Well, so we'll do that. And you know, just like how you have a frontal, you'll tie down the edges. Bitch, is that a lint or is that some bug? Anyways. So you're gonna pull this hair out. And y'all, I'm natural. So my hair has like a natural kink to it, and this hair is like real sleek. Well, it's not really sleek, but it has like a natural luster and stuff. But my hair, when you flat iron it real good, it blends really well. So if you have like, I have like a 4B, 4A type hair texture. So if you in that ballpark, girl, just lay it like, flat iron it real good and it'll lay down. I ain't talking about no blow it out and flat iron. Oh no, I'm talking about a sleek, crispy flat iron. Yeah. Have you been here for you lately? Going crazy. I wish you could play like music. And I always wear my hair like a middle part. Depending on how your wig was made, if you wanted to go back and turn this U part into a wig, all you have to do is add the closure back to this wig or your wig or whatever. All you have to do is add the closure back to where it is and you have your wig back. Click the little eye icon up here and I have a video on how you add your closure back to your wig so that you can do that. And I also do that when my closures start to like look bad. And when I say look bad, I mean like balding. So I'm gonna curl my hair. So I'm curling my hair using my Baby Bliss Pro Titanium. Yeah. This bitch get hot, y'all. This thing gets so hot. I burn myself plenty of times using this. I always do the highest setting for my weave, but my natural hair, I don't do that because that's just too much. Our nice little curls, shabopping. Okay. And we'll take this side and tuck it behind our ear. And this also helps so that you don't have to keep putting heat on your head. Just tucking it. And that's it. This is the look I need. Just need to hit this real quick. That's it. Look like it's growing out of the Scalpiana, and it didn't even take me long. It took me like, well, because I did this video, it took me a long time, but usually it'll take me like I wake up in the morning and I have like 30 minutes to get dressed. Girl, it's remove the bonnet, pop this on, do a little this, and out the door. So if you like this video and you found this helpful and really cool and you think, girl, I could do this too, I believe in you. I believe you could do it too. But yeah, if you like this video and you enjoyed this tutorial, be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Please turn on post notifications, and you won't miss an upload. You won't miss any more tips and tricks and tools on how to finesse your hair and make your bundles last longer. Make your bundles last longer, bitch, because let me tell you, at least the hair I sell, I can stand for the hair that I sell. The hair lasts a long time. And also, if you don't want to do like a U-part unit, you could also take the tracks off the wig and get a sew-in. Simple as that. But yeah, I am Jonae Raenetta, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. I'm living for this blue shirt, bruh. This shit was $7 at Target, and we all know Target is expensive. I would love for you to join the Pretty Gang. We are growing on this channel. We are at 125 subscribers. Can we clap that up real quick? 125 subscribers, a full bread, Pretty Gang, all the way. I don't care if you're boy, girl, Pretty Gang, it don't matter to me. Be prideful in who you are. Always express to be who you are, and that's what they pretty is. Think positively and embrace your pretty. So however you do that, sis, do it.